A very good evening, viewers. The Prime Minister is on his way to the United States. He will be landing in Philadelphia in just a short while from now. And tonight, the Prime Minister has some key engagements lined up, especially with President Joe Biden ahead of the Quad Summit and also the bilaterals that he will be holding on the sidelines of the Quad Summit. And during his three-day visit, viewers, he will also be addressing the UNGA. So key engagements have been lined up for the Prime Minister in the United States, which is in the thick of the election season. In fact, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, Japan's Premier Fumio Kishida, Joe Biden and the Prime Minister will hold talks during the Quad Summit. And the Quad Summit talks will not just surround the security and the strategic ties of the Quad leaders and the Quad nations, but it will also go beyond that. It will also speak about the ongoing conflicts between Russia and Ukraine, China's aggressive military posturing, and a lot of other investment opportunities are also likely to be discussed during these meetings, because the Prime Minister will also be holding key talks with some of the top CEOs in the United States. In fact, now, ahead of the visit, Dr. Jaiveer Rathod, a Democratic Party leader, is also joining us live on this broadcast. Good evening, Mr. Rathod. The Prime Minister is all set to land in the United States today. How important is the Prime Minister's visit, and how do you see this visit during the election season in the United States?
Thank you very much. And firstly, I would like to thank all your viewers on Republic TV. And it's a great occasion for all Indian Americans and Indian NRIs living in the United States across the globe that our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is arriving in the United States today. It's a great occasion, and I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow in New York. It's a multifactorial and multi-aspect visit. You can see he is coming as a messenger of peace and prosperity and progress. As the slogan says, Modi-US progress together. After his recent visit to Russia, to Ukraine, this is a very important visit, especially as his team will be addressing the UN General Assembly. And hopefully this would bring some peace, especially as the Ukraine and Gaza as Palestine issues are such a trouble at this time around the world. So we, as a part of Indian diaspora in the United States, we look forward to tomorrow's event, this three-day visit, and we are really excited with the leadership of the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Modi, especially as he's part of all different, multilateral collaborations such as Quads that he's going to be meeting the Prime Ministers of Brazil, Japan, Australia, Indo, and US. Get together will be there in Prime Minister's hometown, as well as the meeting with the multilateral meeting with the various CEOs of the tech industries, which is going to be bringing in hopefully a whole lot of new side of investment in the India. So basically, we are looking at a global leadership of India and growth and prosperity and progress. So we are really, as an Indian community in the United States, are very, very excited about it.
Mr. Rathod, how does the Democratic Party look at the growing influence of Quad, especially at a time when China has regional ambitions?
So yeah, I mean, India is a part of both the groups. The Quad being Indo-US, and BRICS being Russia, China, with India, of course, with other countries, 10 total countries. So India is trying to do probably a balancing act and progressing the philosophy, the age-old philosophy of India, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is our family. We are not against anybody. We want everybody to progress peacefully. And I think Prime Minister Modi's ideology to progress, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam ideology, is a great one. Despite, Ukraine voting against India on Kashmir issue in the UN General Assembly when that happened in the past, he went there and met with them and has tried to help them in this dire situation, as well as telling an age-old friend, Russia, who has always been on the Indian side, that please involve in dialogues rather than war. If you look at the Indian and American relationship, it has been on and off from a long time, especially after the financial restrictions were put on by my own party president, Bill Clinton, at the time. Of the atomic, test that was done under Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Prime Minister Sahab. But India has come along with the relation with the U.S. U.S. has always been a little bit tilted towards Pakistan, probably because of its strategic interest in the Afghanistan against the Russian, Cold War issues going on at the time. So I think India is trying to do a balancing act, is looking towards progress, peace, with meeting with everybody, all parties involved, be it Russia, be it China, or be it any other country. India always has a good relationship with Israel. My home country, Jodhpur, the cavalry from that had fought my forefathers. My relatives, Rathors, were there. There is a idol of one of the Rathors in the Haifa city of Israel, who laid down his life for that war. So India has always been a close affiliate and ally of the Israel, but we still demand that there should be some peace, dialogue, the two-state ideology for Israel and Palestine. So I think on all those fronts, and especially with the neighboring countries in India, be it Pakistan or Bangladesh, India has been doing good, but I think they need to do more about the regional peace, especially the recent issues with Bangladesh. But I think Prime Minister is doing what best he can on his third term. And I think we will see more progress, more investment, and India is emerging. India is very soon will be the third largest economy in the world. And the whole world sees India under his leadership as a very prominent upcoming country. And I can't say enough. I feel so proud being an Indian American, being a neurophysician here, being myself a CEO of a company. I see how different opportunities are arriving. I'm coming to Rajasthan, my home state, for the investment in December. So India is growing, and Prime Minister is coming with a message of peace and progress together. So we are excited about it.
That's right, Mr. Rathod. Many thanks for joining me with your insights. Similar emotions are echoed by every Indian across the globe, be it in America or back home in India. India is growing to become the third largest economy in just a short period from now. But all eyes will be on the key engagements of the Prime Minister this evening. With that, viewers, it's time for a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side with more news and updates.